Linebacker David Reese, C.J. Henderson, and Marco Wilson expected to leave early for the draft. Zuniga and Grenard. This is Florida's best chance.
I agree with that because one thing that we said when we were minimizing kind of the discord of the offseason, right? Florida's recruiting class fell apart. Guys didn't qualify. Others left. That it wouldn't show up this year. None of those issues were problems in 2019, but they could be moving forward. But, again.
2020, by the way, right now, Georgia is 6th nationally, 8 spots ahead of Florida.
Yeah. It's 2021 where Florida has its deepest roots of a potential top 5
class. A victory
class.
Saturday could really get Big Mo headed in the right direction. But again, you're still waiting. You're waiting for Florida to start cashing in on some of their success.
Well, I think what's going to happen here, Dan, at some point is Mullen's going to get that 5-star quarterback. And when that happens, then the floodgates open.
Yeah.
The other recruits follow. The success comes, and the recruits on top of that. I will say that one thing Steve Spurrier wasn't a great recruiter.
Mm-hmm.
He was a good recruiter, but he wasn't. I mean, he had a number 1 class. I'm not minimizing Florida's success under Spurrier. Recruited itself, but they were right. Didn't Spurrier have classes where he was 6 or 8 or 4? It wasn't 1, 2, or 3 every year.
Mm-hmm.
So you can win at Florida, but you got to.
Spurrier did have a top recruiting class.
Yeah, he had one, but only one.
Mm-hmm.
And when you think about how good they were for how many years, only one top recruiting class, I think would indicate that you're not like the best recruiter in sports. Now, Urban recruited.
Oh yeah.
Now, he won because he just got more players than everybody else, and he wasn't particularly innovative. They weren't flashy. They didn't maul people. I mean, Urban won a lot of games, 20 to not a lot, but he won big games 20-13.
I was visiting with Chris Conley last night on the TV side of things, and he's, of course, a Georgia guy and very excited, and he was there in 11, 12, 13, and 14. He's one of, he was there at a time where Georgia went 3-1 against Florida. And it was interesting. I was thinking, though, in 11, 12, 13, and 14, neither of those teams were great. It was like South Carolina was in the mix then, too, right? That was Spurrier's heyday at South Carolina, right? That was.
What are you talking about? When Urban was there?
No, 11, 12, 13, and 14.
Yeah.
That's when he was winning, what he win? 11 games 3 years in a row or something like that.
He won in the East one year. I don't know if it was.
He won the East one year, but I mean South Carolina was in the mix.
Yeah.
During those years. Right now, it seems like we're headed for a cycle where it'll be Florida v. Georgia for the SEC East over the next few years. But again, I continue to maintain, and this is one thing we've talked about. Florida has a good team this year. They have veterans on their team. They have a great opportunity in front of them. But they need to take advantage of it because it does get tougher. Now, having Dan Mullen as an in-game tactician certainly helps you, and I think that as long as he has a quarterback, he'll be able to, cobble together points and such. And Florida seems to play pretty good defense through the years. But, going forward, the next couple years are going to be interesting. And trying to guess what Florida's quarterback room is going to be will be interesting. Does Felipe Franks want to come back? Will Felipe Franks come back? Is Kyle Trask going to be the quarterback next year? Does Joey Gatewood go into a transfer portal? Will he try to get out of the Auburn situation? I mean, there's so many. What about Emory Jones? What about the kid they signed or they're going to sign from Gainesville, Anthony Richardson? Where does he fit in? So it is managing that room is interesting. And then Georgia has its questions of its own because basically it seems like it will be Fromm handing off to our guy here in Jacksonville, Carson Beck. And Fromm, who has not played particularly well this year, thinks that Fromm will stay for one more year, which, by the way, would benefit the program in a lot of ways, including letting Carson Beck get on campus and get a red shirt, or even not getting a red shirt, but getting a year under his belt at the college level.
Don't you think Fromm stays? I don't know. I haven't really heard.
All along it was he was going to leave, but now I got this.
He's falling down the.
Yeah, that he may end up, in fact, staying. So anyway, stuff to talk about. Florida, Georgia talk. It's fun. Can't wait for Saturday. And this particular game, we'll dive into that as well. Plus, the Jaguars all still coming up right here.
I
on
got
the
a
drill.
couple of comments that we're going to play for you a little bit later in the show today from Dan Mullen and Kirby Smart, who both had their press conferences this week and had some interesting things to say there as well. So, yeah, up and rolling and continuing on a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday. Man, great wine, elite wine at an affordable price without losing any of the texture, the taste. That's what you get with Cameron Hughes Wine, who's got a unique brand. When you see the Cameron Hughes label, what you're really getting is overproduced elite wineries stock. You see elite wineries produce more than they need, and then they keep the official quantities low to keep their prices high. Well, Cameron Hughes Wine gets these wines. They bottle them under their own label. In fact, they're not even allowed to say where they come from, but trust me, they're very good. So if you love, say, a California Cabernet, try the Lot 686, Alexander Valley. Smooth and rich. I've opened 3 bottles at home already. Absolutely delicious. A 5-star review. Most of Cameron Hughes wines get the 5-star reviews. And today, Cameron's offering a deal exclusive to my listeners, 20% off and free shipping on 3 or more bottles. Just go to chwine.com and enter my code Guggen at checkout. These wines are incredible. They'll sell out quickly. Get your stock right now. Shoot, order a case. Do it at chwine.com, code Guggen.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
There's the give to Fournette. Drives right down the middle of the field and into the open field. Into Jets territory. He is going to get tackled at the 10-yard line of the New York Jets.
The ability for Garner to extend plays, for Leonard to make some plays with his legs, and receivers to make some tough catches on 3rd down.
Fires toward the end zone. Caught by DJ Chark. Touchdown. Chark attack in the corner of the end zone. Got away from a defender. Fires deep downfield. There's Chris Conley into the end zone. Touchdown! Chris Conley from Gardner Minshew in Jacksonville scores again.
Offense, defense, special teams.
Intercepted by A.J. Boye.
You see what happened when we get to play with a lead, man.
Diving attempt by Trey Herndon. Did he pick it off? Yes, he did. Trey Herndon's second interception of the game.
It's great to get back to 500. I feel like things are trending in the right direction.
Hopefully there's many, many more to come.
Next up, Houston, Sunday. Catch the play-by-play live from London on 1010XL.
Ever wish a button could undo what you said at the office party?
Ned, my office now.
A button for emptying the dishwasher.
Honey, dishes!
If you have sleep apnea but have trouble using CPAP, now there's a button to replace it. It's called Inspire. Inspire is a sleep apnea treatment that works inside the body with just a click of a remote. That's right, just a button. If you're struggling with CPAP, great sleep awaits at InspireSleep.com. That's InspireSleep.com. Inspire. Sleep apnea innovation. No mask, no hose. Just sleep.
Talk to your doctor to see if Inspire is right for you and review important safety information at InspireSleep.com.
Hi, this is Dale Murray, and we're throwing the flag on those big city dealers charging those big city prices. Come see why everybody's driving the distance to Murray Superstores. If we don't have it, the manufacturer doesn't build it. Our starting All-American lineup wins every time. Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty on all new and qualified used vehicles puts the blitz on the competition. And we'll trade anything from wore-out bed sheets to football cleats. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
How much is hard water costing you? If you live in the Jacksonville area, you probably have hard water and it's likely doing damage around your home. If that's the case, you need to call me. I'm MJ Easterling, president of Florida Pump Service. A water softener can help save you money and even time spent on cleaning. Call Florida Pump Service today for a free, no-hassle water test at 269-0202 or visit floridapumpservice.com. Florida Pump Service. We make water happen.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists helps you be the best when you play and brings you
the best of the Sports Den replay.
If they win this week, how do you sit a dude with 3 consecutive wins that's been playing pretty well for a guy that played 10 snaps and has never played for this franchise before then? I don't think it's a debate. Am I wrong on this?
Life is about choices and the decisions you make. I'm David Robbins with Epstein & Robbins. If you're convicted of a DUI, you'll have to face severe consequences. Walking through the doors of the courthouse or appearing at a bond hearing can be extremely intimidating. Without the right lawyer, you're likely to make the wrong decision. Let our team help you make the right decisions in court. Epstein & Robbins, the right choice.
Epstein & Robbins, fighting for your rights since 1975.
Attention diesel mechanics. Republic Services is now hiring in Duval and St. Johns County. And with Republic Services, new diesel mechanics get a $2,000 sign-on bonus, $1,000 yearly tool allowance, and competitive benefits. Republic Services will even pay for your ASC certifications and offer a bonus for each certification earned. Join the Republic Services team and make a positive impact on your community and environment today. Visit republicservices.jobs for more information and to apply. Wear the star, drive your career.
Okay, here we go with our final lightning round on Potty Talk. Top 3 answers on the board. Ready? Okay. The best way to save money when your faucets or pipes are leaking.
Roland Reese Plumbing?
Something to help you avoid clogged sewers and drains.
Roland Reese Plumbing.
The technical term for that ba-whoosh sound when a toilet flushes correctly.
Roland Reese Plumbing.
Roland Reese Plumbing is always the right answer. Roland Reese Plumbing, 260-7059.
Supply chain hiring needs. Remedy, your workforce specialist of more than 25 years, has expanded to offer specialized division of Pro Logistics by combining the local market knowledge and exceptional service of Remedy with logistics assessments. We can help handle every position inside your facility. Call Remedy Team today for your supply chain hiring needs. Give Wayne a call at 904-528-1933.
What's up, Jacksonville? This is Allie McDeal from both Best Bet Card Rooms in Jacksonville and Orange Park. Head to either Best Bet location November 2nd for a chance to win $12,000. Jump in a cash game at either location for a monster high hands. The player with the highest hand between noon and 6 p.m. will receive $6,000. Stick around. The high hand will reset, and the player with the highest hand between 6 p.m. and midnight will also receive $6,000. For more detailed information, visit them on the web at bestbetjacks.com. Best Bet, where anybody can win.
How tough is the new 2019 Crewmax Toyota truck? Well, it's tough enough for Ernie Palmer Toyota and 1010XL to give one away this fall. Fact is, Ernie Palmer Toyota now has your toughest and coolest Tundras, Tacomas, Highlanders, and Sequoias just sitting around waiting for you to drive. So visit Ernie Palmer Toyota today and keep an eye out for the Ernie Palmer Weekly Pick'em Contest this football season on 1010XL.com, where you'll have a chance to win a Crewmax Toyota Tundra, only from Ernie Palmer Toyota.
This 1010XL 92.5 FM hour is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000.
Oh, that sounds like a drill speed trap alert. Beef, what do you got?
Just phoned in from one of the Googans out there. Googans helping Googans. If you're coming into town on Atlantic Boulevard westbound at Kernan, chips on the overpass.
Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. Appreciate that a great deal. All right, we got the
Georgia fan seems more confident than Gator fan.
You think so?
I do, yeah.
All right. Why is that?
Well, probably because they've been better and they've won the last couple of years.
Yeah.
And Georgia looks at, I think typical Georgia fan looks at the South Carolina is just an outlier.
I think there's really two ways this goes. Either Georgia's not as good as everybody thought they were, and they've shown that the last 2 weeks, or this was just a kind of a bump in the road,
like Florida had with Ole Miss the year they won the national title.
And they come out smoking on Saturday.
Listen, Florida's got to stop the run game. If they stop the run game, they'll probably win the game. But I don't know if they can stop the run game because everyone runs on them, Dan. Yeah. They're pitiful stopping the run. Mm-hmm. LSU was not a good run team when Florida
Carolina ran it well.
LSU ran right through them. Yeah. Big, long runs. And I got news for you. Swift will do that real quick, and then Florida will be down 21-0, and it'll be a joke. So
I'd rather that not occur.
Well, of course not. Yeah. So, I mean, but to all the listeners who are into the text line who are somehow intimating through our conversations that, we think Florida's going to roll. I don't know what y'all are listening to. I don't feel that way. I'm 100% unsure what's going to happen on Saturday. I think if you have any intellect, like football-wise, on either side, you should feel that way. Now, if you want to just be a go Gator, go Dog, roof, 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 we're going to win every game, even if we even if we play the Patriots, then go ahead and be that fan. That's cool. Mm-hmm. But if you really know these teams and this season, and then it should be a tight game where the old cliche of who doesn't turn it over, Hick, and who doesn't, who wins field position. Those boring things will probably decide it.
All right, listen. The Jags go to London to take on Houston on Sunday, and then after that, Doug Marrone, who's been ducking and dodging and weaving, is going to have to answer a question at some point as who's going to be his starting quarterback going forward because Nick Foles is ready to come back. and Gardner Minshew is playing well.
We're just team distraction this year, one way or the other.
That's fantastic. Our drill poll question of the day, presented by Lock and Law DUI and Criminal Defense. Know before you blow. 858-9818. What should Doug Marrone do after the quarterback position after the bye week? And it's mixed. Some say back to Foles, some say Minshew magic stays, some say decide after the Texans game. It gets a lot harder if Gardner Minshew goes and beats the Houston Texans and wins 3 games in a row.
Absolutely.
That's when it gets a lot harder.
Not just that, but I think how he plays would also matter. Here's what's happened. Like, this poll has taken a jump in the last week. Well, guess what just happened over the weekend? Minshew played his best game since, the Chiefs game.
Correct.
Statistically and otherwise, and got a win, a relatively easy win.
Right.
Made great plays, just lit up the home crowd.
Yes.
So that makes sense to me. If they go, like, Minshew didn't play great against the Texans the first time out. If he plays the same game and they win by a point,
right,
I think the drum beat will lessen a little bit. I do think that no matter what the decision made, this is more fan support for Minshew than staff support for making that decision. But that's just a guess. We keep having football people tell us the same thing, Dan, right? Dilfer, I said last Tuesday, I was a little surprised, after doing Brunel's show with him on Monday night, that he seemed to be leaning toward, the decision would be to keep Minshew, or that he would keep Minshew starting. And I thought that surprised me a little bit. We have Dilfer on yesterday, says the same thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, listen.
Boy, the roles of reverse for Foles. He was Minshew in Philly. He was the fan favorite who came in and saved things.
That's got to be odd for him and everything that he's going through as he tries to figure it out. I was looking at Minshew in the loss, 23 of 33, 213 yards, a touchdown, no picks, rating of 97. Actually outplayed Deshaun Watson. The bigger, another interesting challenge this week will be DeAndre Hopkins, though, because we no longer have Jalen Ramsey.
I will say this, and I will admit that my initial research probably had to do with dispelling the notion that Jalen Ramsey is the be-all, end-all when it comes to any football game. But in looking, at DeAndre Hopkins. Jalen Ramsey's not the only one to hold him to 5 catches for 50 yards.
No question.
Yeah, that's been done by, for instance, the very next week they went and played the Chargers. DeAndre Hopkins had 6 for 67 that game. That's about the same game he had against Jalen. And, boy, you'd think that Jalen just solved, world health crisis. So Hopkins he's got 60 catches already, but, he's had other games this year where he hasn't been,
coming off a big game. He had 11 for 109 against Oakland.
Carolina, 5 for 41, Dan. So Jalen held him 5 for 40. 2 weeks later, Carolina held him 5 for 41. Kansas City, 9 catches, but just 55 yards.
Well, one thing's happening with DeAndre Hopkins. He's catching a lot of short balls. They're just throwing him the football.
His best game was the first game of the year.
He's only averaging 10 yards.
And that's unlike him. He's usually a bigger play guy.
So that's kind of interesting. I think that's something that's been...
Fuller's out. That helps. So they're down to him. And
J.J. Watt's out, too.
Kiki Cutie. I don't know how you say that guy's name. It annoys me. He should have changed that name.
Yeah.
But Will Fuller's hurt. They got Kenny Stills, who they got one of the many cast-offs of Miami. Also have Laramie Tunsil, who Miami traded.
DeAndre Hopkins does have 60 catches this year.
No, but to your point, only 600 yards.
Yeah, 10.3.
I say only. He's on pace for 1,300 yards receiving.
Years past, it
terrific.
was
Wouldn't you
13-7, 14-4, 12-2, 13-7, 15-9, 15-4.
I had this conversation yesterday on a group text with some football fans.
Yes, group text.
Wouldn't you, when it comes to the receiver position, wouldn't you put Julio Jones, DeAndre Hopkins, Mike Thomas, the top 3, and then like the next 12, you can put them in a bag and shake them out, and they're all about the same?
Hang on. Give me the names again, please, sir.
Well, to me, I think it's the 3 best receivers in the league. Look, at some point, OBJ can't go AWOL for a season and a half and still
fine.
be up there.
I'm good with
Julio
that.
Jones, Mike Thomas, DeAndre Hopkins. And I'm not looking at this year's stats. I'm just kind of going by. To me, those are the 3 best receivers in the league. I think they're separate from the next group, which is a good group. Juju Smith-Schuster and OBJ and Mike Evans and Cooper Kupp and there's a ton of guys that probably all about the same. But to me, those three are ahead.
Julio, Hop,
and Mike Thomas.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. But it's not just that. But what's to me is as interesting as there's probably 15 guys after those three.
And that's big picture.
That are like T.Y. Hiltons and Keenan Allens and
Julian Edelman.
Really good players, a lot of them.
Mm-hmm. Keenan Allen, did you mention him?
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's what you're. The point being, not to necessarily set a ranking up here for the drill army, but that's the type of talent that you're going against in DeAndre Hopkins.
Michael Thomas is projected right now for 146 catches. 1,750 yards.
And before you write it off, don't forget Drew Brees not there.
Yeah.
So I didn't follow the Saints, religiously under Bridgewater. I'm going to assume that Michael Thomas is a big reason they kept their head above water. Mm-hmm. Those kind of numbers. Mm-hmm. Those are outrageous, by the way.
Yes, they are.
140 for 1,700?
You know who else is a good receiver? Real good receiver is Allen Robinson. He's a good receiver.
Yes, he is. He was a good receiver here.
Yeah, good receiver.
He had poor Allen Robinson, though, goes out of the fire and into the frying pan.
Yeah, I know.
Imagine if he were still here playing with good, competent quarterbacks. But Mitch Trubisky is not good. He's not going to hold on to that job. I asked you earlier, usually doesn't end well when a coach says we are sticking with blank, blank, blank.
Yeah.
Now, there have been examples through the years, but Alex Smith has had to be stuck with a few times and has gone on to be pretty good. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Now, I guess they stuck with Brady, but that was for a different reason.
All right, hour number 1 in the books, or hour number 2 if you're Jeff Prosser. We got a lot more ahead, though, in the 8 o'clock hour.
Glad you recognize
I am going to drop a bombshell that you will not want to miss.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Oh, no. That's
bombshell candidate.
Oh, no. That's next on a Cat
just like the Mets.
Tuesday.
Pat Murphy.
The 1010XL studios are kept clean by Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
Jeff Lageman brings his unique perspective to Jaguars Today.
That's about as easy as a play as you can get.
Jeff Lageman breaks down the film and shares his insights with you Tuesdays during football season on 1010XL. Brought to you by J-Dog Junk Removal.
It's the fourth quarter year-end sales drive at Jack Hanania's Hyundai of Orange Park. Score massive savings on new Hyundais, like a 2019 Santa Fe SEL. Get up to $5,000 off MSRP or 0% APR. All backed by our lifetime warranty and 1-year complimentary maintenance. In addition to Hyundai Assurance, America's best 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. Rush to Jack Hanania's Hyundai of Orange Park. Online at HyundaiofOrangePark.com. Offers cannot be combined with approved credit on select vehicles. See dealer for details.
Here's a quick tip from your fast-file bankruptcy expert, Don Dufresne with the law offices of Parker & Dufresne. 43% of American families spend more than they earn every year. It's simple yet powerful advice. Live within your means. Saving now gives you important financial freedom later in life. A good rule of thumb is to save 20% of your monthly salary. Need more quick tips? Visit jackslawcenter.com. Relief, restore, renew. Parker & Dufresne. Offices, Jacksonville.
For the best price and service when it comes to your waste hauling and collecting, look no further than the A-Team at All American Roll-Off and Recycling. Jeff Prosser here, and let me tell you, you're not going to find an easier way to handle your project cleanups than calling in the A-Team at All American. A J.B. Coxwell company, All American Roll-Off and Recycling has brand new trucks and cans in all sizes to fit your project needs. No hidden fees. Count on the best price in town. When it comes to cleaning up when the job is done, go with the A-Team at All American Roll-Off and Recycling. Visit us at all-americanrolloff.com.
It's Client Appreciation Month at Ideal Image Med Spa, and they are celebrating by giving you up to 70% off laser hair removal. This special offer ends on October 31st, so call now so you don't miss out. Think about that back hair that you're always asking somebody else to get rid of for you. Think about that neck hair, facial hair, chest. Guys, you've got so much unwanted hair, just like us ladies. And no, this is not something that's just for women. Laser hair removal is for everyone. My husband can attest to that. It's gone. A more permanent solution for getting rid of embarrassing, unwanted hair. With Ideal Image, call for your private complimentary consultation, 904-652-0652. That's 904-652-0652, located at the Markets at Town Center, US 17, just south of Orange Park on Fleming Island, and in St. Augustine in Diane's Marketplace. Medical Director Dr. Holly Hickman, check them out at idealimage.com. Up to 70% off laser hair removal right now. This special offer ends October 31st. Call now.
The flagship station of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Hello?
Mike, are you going to the game tomorrow?
I can't make it.
I have a list of things to do around the house. My gutters are clogged, there's a pipe leaking in my bathroom, and I have to install some light fixtures for my wife.
You're in luck because I know who to call.
Call the Honeydew Service. One call does it all, from remodels, electrical work, plumbing, or basic handyman services with a 1-year work guarantee. Take your weekends back and call the Honeydew Service at 862-6882 or go to honeydewservice.net.
Will your favorite team win today? How many touchdowns will they score? Answer questions like these on the new Prophecy Sports app today and start making cash. Invite your friends and earn monthly residual income. Download the app today at prophecysports.app.
Hey, it's Tony from Tony D's Pizza. I just want to thank you for supporting us the past 12 years. I promise we're going to keep working hard for you. We're going to keep it fresh, with fresh ingredients and fresh ideas. Tony D's Pizza, Bay Meadows, and 295.
All offers are with approved credit and not in conjunction. See dealer for complete details. Jeep Adventure Days.
Like a little more adventure in your life? How's 20% more sound?
Save up to 20% off the new Jeep of your choice at Jacksonville Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Bay Meadows. Get a new Cherokee and save up to 20% off MSRP. Drive it home today from only $229 a month. Compass and Grand Cherokee. Save up to 20%. Come on in. Deals like these won't last forever. Put even more adventure in your life with a brand new 2020 Gladiator. Choose from our great selection and drive it today from just $369 a month. Save up to $6,000 on the new Renegade. Drive a new Wrangler from $239 a month. Save up to 20% on new Ram trucks.
See our inventory at JAXCJDR.com.
Today is a great day to get a great deal on the car, truck, or SUV of your choice from Jacksonville Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram, I-295 and Bay Meadows.
He's like, are you? This is your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update brought to you by Best Bet. I'm Taylor Dahl for 1010XL. The Dolphins remain winless as they fell to Pittsburgh last night 37-14 on Monday Night Football. Miami was up 14-10 at half, but Steelers able to pull away late for the victory. Florida-Georgia week is here. The one-loss Gators and one-loss Bulldogs meet up Saturday as both teams enter the week in the top 10. Florida coach Dan Mullen spoke on balancing the offense for this game this weekend.
The one thing always you want to try to do is be balanced. I mean, that's anytime you're not, you're going to struggle. So you got to kind of constantly be balanced. You got to be able to run, throw, and attack them across the field and try to create advantageous matchups. That's what we always do.
Catch our coverage of Florida versus Georgia on Saturday beginning at 12:45 on 92.5 FM. The 74 degrees at 8:03. Time and temp are brought to you by Bueller Air Conditioning. Stay cooler with Bueller.
This 1010XL 92.5 FM hour is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000.
Crank it up, Jayville. It's 8 o'clock, baby.
Danny's only looking for one thing.
This is your wake-up call. Let's rock.
Danny don't want nothing but a good time.
That's right, baby.
Well, you play the big honking horn. It's Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday.
I want to be in a band right now.
What are you talking about? You can't
Let's
play
start
any
a band,
instruments.
Dan.
Nor can you.
You know,
stop it. Bands that can't play or sing don't do well.
We start a boy band.
Well, they don't either.
Me and Dan.
the boys last night. I told the boys on TV last night that I should be in the Guinness Book of World Records, Pros, because I'm going to Florida, Georgia this week. I think it's either 37 or 38 in a row.
So the year that you went to London, it wasn't the same week.
Right.
That's a good break then.
Yes. So that's why I went.
I missed one at Nom's Noodles.
That's right.
up in Madison.
But I said here's the caveat. I've been to like 34 of them sober.
Yeah, I can't say the same.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing.
Now, I've worked many of them, but the last few, and including this, sober's a relative word.
Yes, understood. I'm looking at these quarterback ratings.
Is this the knock my socks off moment of this block?
Oh no, I buried that. That's coming later.
It doesn't exist, does it?
No,
there is no knock your socks off.
Keep your socks on for now.
I lied.
Son of a bee.
I lied.
I was so excited.
I lied.
All right, go ahead.
That was a fib.
Even loosened the socks.
I apologize. Here we go. All right, pop quiz music, please, Beef.
Oh, good. This will be fun.
I
love me some pop quiz. There's a real good NFL. I can't wait for this weekend. We'll get into that later. Let's do your quiz.
All right, here we go. I want, in order, the quarterback rating, highest to lowest in the Southeastern Conference. So each individual, you tell me who the number one rated quarterback is in the Southeastern Conference today, ladies and gentlemen. It would be who?
Well, I would think Joe Burrow would be number one.
Game ends.
Well, I got okay, then Tua.
Okay, we'll start again. Beef? Let's pretend we just got back.
All right, I'm
Pop
gonna,
quiz music.
obviously, it's not one of the top 2 or 3 guys, so I'm going to go Tua, and then you go, oh, sorry, game over again.
No, it's Tua.
Okay, Tua.
Tua and Joe, 1-2.
All right, good. Then I would say
Tua has 27-2. Joe has 30-4. Joe's completing 78.8. Tua's 74.7. Joe's got 2,800 yards. Tua's got 2,200 yards. They're really both playing at a high level.
I would say that there's not a lot of great quarterbacking going on. It's supposed to be a quarterback-dominant year in the SEC. It's not lived up to the expectations.
Okay.
Kelly Bryant hasn't been great. Bentley got hurt.
All right.
The Kentucky kid got hurt.
Okay.
Nix has not been great. I guess it's Fromm.
Jake Fromm is fourth. 150.
Is it Trask?
Kyle Trask is third, ladies and gentlemen.
That's believable.
67% of his passes, 14 touchdowns, 4 picks, 1. But Jake Fromm ain't far behind, and that's for a kid who's had a couple stinkeroos. But he's still got.
I think Fromm and Trask are similar.
They are similar. He's got 9 and 3. They don't. It's Fromm has 5 more attempts than Trask, and Trask missed a game in 3 quarters.
Trask fumbles it a little too much for my liking. I don't know how that affects the passer rating. After that, I would say that 5th would be Kellen Mond, maybe?
Kellen Mond's a good guess. Kellen Mond, apparently they've forgotten he's in the SEC.
Huh.
There he is. No, I found him. Kelly Bryant is next.
He is.
And then one that surprised me, because I think he's not very good at all, and that's Guarantano.
Mm-hmm.
Then comes Kellen Mond. Then comes, now on the bench, Matt Corral.
Has he lost that job?
Yeah, the other kid's been playing. I don't watch Ole Miss enough. Every time I look up, it's the other kid with the 3 names.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about?
I do. The name escapes me. I'm looking it up.
Right.
I know, yeah.
The Mississippi State quarterback is next.
John David Booty, something like that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Very nice.
That's not him.
I miss John David Booty. Wonder where they are now.
I don't know. Hanging out with Josh, I'm sure.
Yeah. Bo Nix.
And Abram. They were Abram Booty.
And I was listening to my favorite college football program on the ride home.
John Reese Plumlee.
John Reese Plumlee.
Yeah.
John David Booty. I was listening to my favorite radio program of the night.
Which one was that?
Last night on the ride home, late night. So it's after the hit show Sports Den with Denny and Big Game James.
Okay.
It's a plug.
So this is a national show then?
National show. It's Brother Bill Oliver's college football SEC look.
Okay. Is it really Bill Oliver does the show?
Southern Sports Today with Chuck Oliver.
That's the one.
Okay, Chuck Oliver.
Yeah, Chucky. So Southern Sports Today with Chuck Oliver.
Southern Sports Today is still around?
With Bill Oliver. He's actually Bill Oliver's son.
Chuck Oliver is?
Yes.
For real? No.
Don't know.
Man, you're like the boy that cries wolf, man. Somebody is going to represent Guggen Nation with one of your takes, and they are going to get laughed out of the building. I hope they don't bet anything.
I enjoy when he brings in his cohorts that they call it Oliver and Company.
I have never heard of that.
Every now and then I'll listen to the show and I'll hear a name from the past hosting the show. His name is Heath Klein.
Oh, yeah. Where's Heath at?
He's up there in the South Carolina area.
Yeah, Heath at Gainesville and Jacksonville.
Yes, Heath Klein I'll hear doing the show. But anyway, Chuck Oliver.
He had vampire teeth. What do you mean? What? What? Did he not?
I don't know.
Oh, he had like pointy fangs a little bit right here.
He just called Heath Klein, who's a nice man.
Did I not say it was nice?
A vampire.
No, I said he had vampire teeth. Why do you guys take offense so easy? I mean, why do you?
You don't think he would take offense to that?
Here's what bothers me. I'm glad this came up, just real quick.
Hey, Heath, Dan Hickett here.
Vampire teeth.
Oh, Dan, how are you? Great. Listen.
Well, I didn't say
your
it to
name
us.
came up the other day, and Jeff said he had vampire teeth.
Well, that's fine. I mean, did you not nickname the program director Pig Vomit at one point?
Deservedly so.
Okay. Well, there's teeth. He probably knows. I want to suck your blood.
Oh, no.
Come love to my father.
Guys, I was wondering.
No,
I
I
haven't
gotta
heard from you
stop for a
forever.
second.
I'm wondering why I got this file in the mail. What's that for?
You can really.
Look, if somebody sent me a wooden steak and a jar of garlic.
Sometimes you need a guy can really sink his teeth into a story.
Oh gosh. Oh man.
He has a lot at stake.
Can I go back to the? Oh.
I know.
Boom.
I gotta say.
Hey,
yeah.
I'll be here all week.
All right, listen, I gotta say one thing
Did
first.
you just take us into joke of the day?
I gotta say one thing. Those are just like your jokes. He has a big stake in it. You two right now have to be called out. Okay? Because we had an incident on
oh boy,
Friday at the gun shoot thing.
Yeah.
All right. Who did I say? All I did simply, as a matter of fact, say that I thought someone was dead. Who was it? You remember?
No.
And you guys just went crazy. Oh, how can you intimate that a guy might be dead? And then I was driving around like, these so-and-so bastages. I mean, how long have they been killing poor Balls Davis? I mean, a friend.
Balls Davis is
It's okay
dead.
to joke about Balls being dead, but I said, like Earl Morrill was dead. I don't even remember who it was.
It wasn't like
yes, it was
90 octogenarian you killed. It was like
who was it? I need an answer.
I don't know. I'd have to play back the tape.
More than anything, I wasn't joking about it, though. I mean, you guys gave me a hell of a time about it. I don't understand. Anyway.
I just wanted to
All
make
right.
a point
Go-
about
yeah.
Chuck Oliver.
All right.
That's all I wanted to
Okay.
do because
all right. You
I
said
feel
Heath
like
Klein, the vampire teeth. It happens.
I didn't say that. You said that.
No, but you said Heath Klein. I can't be held responsible for my accurate observations. I know. Hey, at least it'll be an easy Halloween. It'll be,
now I've got.
It's a no-brainer.
Here's the problem.
Uh-huh.
Now I've got to go to a picture of Heath Klein to see what he looks like.
You
After
don't
hearing
remember?
this-
That's so hick, and he doesn't remember what the poor kid looks like.
Poor Heath was supposed to meet somebody for drinks tonight, but after hearing this, they
Well,
said,
I'm
"Let's
sure
do
he's got
lunch."
he's probably got a closed mouth smile. He's a little
Unfortunately,
defensive.
He's not smiling in the photo.
Right? Why would you got to hide those things? Lest someone discover.
In fact, in every picture,
Yes, I know.
I've got no smile.
Well,
from
there's
the
a
Heathster.
reason. There's a reason for that. He's a lovely dude. I like the guy. What is wrong? I mean,
Heath, we apologize.
you have gray hair. Is that like an insult? It just is what it
that's
is. It's
fine.
a physical description.
I'm
Maybe
okay
I
with
shouldn't
that.
have said vampire teeth. I didn't mean for that to be particularly mean.
Shout out to the Cougars. They said it was Buckeye Bill who he killed.
Buckeye
Yeah,
Bill.
I said he's probably dead.
Buckeye Bill's a friend of the program.
Well, all I did was say he's probably dead, and you guys acted like it was insulting. And here you are, every day you kill Balls Davis, who's alive and well, and who you call a friend.
Hey, Balls Davis is alive. He's so alive.
I mean, is he though?
All right. So anyway,
He is.
on the we miss him. Miss him so.
I haven't used the kiln since.
I can't use it. I can't look at it.
That hurts too deep.
Cuts into the heart. Gus Malzahn was asked. I told you the other day why aren't they giving Joey Gatewood a chance? Right?
You asked that yesterday, friend.
Yes. And so, and I suggest to you, and I stand by this, that Auburn could be undefeated if they had a good quarterback. I stand by that.
I wouldn't go
right
that
now.
far, but yeah.
Hey,
Probably a lot of teams, if they had a great quarterback, could be undefeated.
23. Well, they've only got 2 losses. One was to Auburn, one was to Florida, and then he also played against Oregon, where he should have lost that game. And so anyway, Gus Malzahn, the Gus Bus, was asked, you thinking about changing quarterbacks? Well, we're going to do what's best for our team, but right now, a lot of the things, Bo was put in some pretty tough situations on 9, 3rd down, and 10+, and there was some things that he would like to have back, but there's some things that he did well, so he'll continue to improve. That's how we're looking at it. So the follow-up question was, well, what did he do well? Oh, he got out of trouble a few times. He made a really outstanding play on the scramble for the pass to Seth. I thought for the most he operated the offense like it should be operated. Well, then your offense is horrible. And by the way, Mike Lombardi, out of the blue, ripped Gus Malzahn in his offense and said he has no clue about offense. That was interesting. Auburn managed 287 yards, and 130 of those were generated by freshman running back DJ Williams. 15th worst offensive performance in Malzahn's 8 years as a college coach. Backup quarterbacks under Malzahn rarely play. Gatewood is 5 of 7 for 54 yards and 2 touchdowns, 29 rushes for 148 yards and 3 touchdowns. He's been utilized in the short yardage situations, special packages in the red zone. Malzahn said Nix's misfires on deep passes against LSU were uncharacteristic. There are a few overthrows that were uncharacteristic. He knows that, and he said it on the sideline. Just got to improve that, but he knows that. But Nix, who was 15 of 36 passing for 530 yards and 7 touchdowns and 2 picks on pass attempts covering 20 yards or more. I don't know. I'm not trying to beat a dead horse here, but it makes no sense to me. So I'll
it is so strange from the fact that it seemed like it was like an open competition until the very end of camp.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, he waited to name a starter.
Right.
You feel like this is a complete bloodline legacy thing, and that bothers you.
I think so.
And Gus Malzahn's coaching for his job.
I think so. But it's
right. It's the one thing, he doesn't have a veteran choice, so.
Well,
I
can't imagine.
I would say this.
Yeah.
How could you take any heat or anyone blame you if you made at least a change in those games?
Let me ask you one more thing about Gus Malzahn, and I heard this also. I'm stealing this from brother Bill Oliver, his program last night. What quarterbacks?
That's Chuck Oliver, not yet.
Okay. What quarterbacks has he?
Hosted by Heath Klein.
Don't do it. What quarterbacks has he gotten that he has?
Live from Transylvania. This is Southern football tonight. It's going to be a bloodletting.
Oh, boy. What quarterbacks has he gotten that he has made better?
Who? Malzahn?
Malzahn. In other words, all his great quarterbacks, transfers.
They came in, like Stidham and Cam. And
yeah. Who's he had that he developed, I guess is my question.
Oh, I don't know.
Well, exactly. So, anyway, I'm not
there haven't been here's the thing about that. There's not a lot of great quarterbacks in any team. Right? There's top heavy. I mean, certain teams have them every year, but most people just get one every now and then, and they're happy as heck to have one.
Yeah. I just think he hasn't, really hit home runs here with the Nick Marshall guy was a transfer in.
Mm-hmm. No, he wasn't a transfer. He just moved
from Georgia.
Positions. Oh, did he start at Georgia?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Cam, right? So, anyway, enough about Auburn. Let's move
Where's
on.
game day this week?
Still don't know.
They haven't said?
No, we know.
We do?
Oh, we know.
Where is it?
Headed to noted college football Mecca, Memphis.
Oh, they are going to do the Memphis
For Memphis
SMU.
and SMU.
Yeah, I guess they did.
Buckle up.
I guess they just did
Florida
not want
for
to
the
do
third
Florida,
time.
Georgia, and have Florida on
They
again.
did Florida, Georgia last year.
Yes, they did Florida, Georgia last year.
I bet you that SEC show is here.
It is here.
Yeah.
SEC show's already going to be here. And
people on the text line, his ball's dead. Are you happy?
Yes, balls is dead.
No, he's not dead.
Yes, he is, and thanks for bringing it up.
Wow, it hurts. Cuts like a knife.
I'm the insensitive one. Oh, and Southside Mike, too. I also questioned maybe he was dead. Again,
Still
I'm
no
just
confirmation.
Curiosity. If the people can, I will be elated if people can prove otherwise.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like desirous that they have passed, but
yeah.
And then, of course, there's, our friend Heath, forever undead.
Twilight.
Part of the
doesn't show at Twilight.
Oh, God.
Renfro, is that you?
It's time to shut the blinds. We're talking SEC football. Grab your pillow, fold those arms, and lean back. I'm looking at other. Yeah, this is. I mean, people here are meaner to Buckeye Bill on their answers than I was in my question. So there's that.
Yes.
What's the new clock? I need to know what the new clock is.
We're fine.
Are we?
We're
No,
good.
we go to break.
No.
Oh, never mind.
We're fine.
We're learning. We're learning. Beef. I want
It's a
to
work in progress.
I want to hear from Kirby Smart and Dan Mullen, right, on a couple of things. And as great as this game is, Hick, the two teams have not lined up, both of them really good. Now, they played with the East in one way or another somewhat on the line, but there's not been a lot of years where Florida and Georgia, they've never been 2 versus 3, like we'll see Alabama, LSU, and like we've seen some other matchups. But so this being a legitimate top, we say top 10, it's top 8, top 7 if you go by the coaches poll, and Kirby Smart on, that intangible added to this year's matchup.
It's the way it should be when you look at the SEC East. Those two teams have been, talking about Georgia and Florida, have been pretty dominant in the East picture for a while, and this game has always had some bearing on who goes to Atlanta. And I think that both teams are good, and I think it's what college football is all about.
On Dan Mullen's side, it's kind of interesting, and inevitably you get asked this question. Look, in Gator fans' mind and in the college football world, Georgia's been a step ahead of Florida the last couple of years. They've beaten them. They've won the SEC East. They've been to the playoff. They've been to the SEC championship game. They've competed against Bama in those games. So there is this implication that Florida's got some distance to make up, which would make this somewhat of a measuring stick game for the program. Coaches don't think that way. Dan Mullen doesn't walk around with some inferiority complex that, gosh, we've got to catch Georgia.
Right.
We've got to measure up. He answers that question of whether or not this is a measuring stick game for the program.
You gotta win. Winning championships, I think, is your measuring stick of in one way, I guess, on the field. But to me, really, I don't know. I measure us on are we improving? Are we a better team at the end of the year than we were at the beginning of the year? Is the program heading in the right direction? Are we continually to improve? That's the measuring stick I use. I never try to measure anything off one individual game, because you can all of a sudden, you win one game and you think you've arrived, and you lose another one and it's a disaster, and neither of those two are true. You're as good as your last play, and what's the next week going to bring to you?
Well, that's true. And Dan Mullen's done a fantastic job. He's 17-4 at Florida in his first 21 games as head coach there. And what it's done, though, is stoked the fire of Gator Nation to want a whole lot more. So now they've become ultra critical, I think, or uber critical, or whatever it may be, of every little nuance of the program in effort to find a way that, they want that program to be back on top in the SEC. I will say this: if Florida were able to beat Georgia, they win the East, and it's not official, but they would win the East. And if Mullen took this team to Atlanta, they would compete with whomever they played, LSU or Alabama. It wouldn't be like the two McElwain games up there where it was just
fair enough.
Good gracious.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. I remember that one game against Alabama, and I forget which one it was, so don't ask me because they're a blur. I went to both.
One had an unbelievably unrepresentative final score. Like one of the games was like 28-13.
But there were like 30. Florida had like 30 of its plays where they had 0 or negative yards.
Everyone knows it's fun.
It was an incredible number and total domination by the Crimson Tide.
Now, Florida-Georgia kicks off at 3:30. Do you guys want to hang out at noon and watch Butters take on the Kill Zone?
Oh, is it a showdown? How is Butters' record this year?
That's a good question.
Are you?
I don't think it's great. I've seen he got whacked by. I don't know how he's doing in conference. Actually, they played. I don't know if this is more indicative of Miami. But they played the Canes close in Miami. They got blown out by Wisconsin.
They are 5-4.
That's not bad
on the season.
Yeah,
that's a good place for Butters.
What's his record in conference?
Be a big fish. Right?
Is he at the top?
3-2 in conference, second in the MAC West.
Yeah. What are your guys?
You're the East, aren't you, or no?
We're not particularly good this year.
You're not.
Are you in the MAC East or West?
We are. Hold on. We're fourth in the MAC West. I was pulling up we're 3-5, fourth in the MAC West. Not good.
That's a proud program. You can't have that.
Not good. Yeah, that's what happens when you lose to Ball State, home of our dearly departed friend.
Named after our friend Balls.
Yeah.
All right, let's do this.
Showdown.
Let's get out of here and try to regroup. This one got off the rails a little bit. We'll come back and see what's trending and do some other things.
It's Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday. This is The Drill.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. Make Monday feel like game day with Post Game Monday.
They're the best defense in the league for a reason.
Expert analysis of Sunday's game all day. Brought to you by Dandy Foods, home of the classic Cuban. Everybody loves a classic on 1010XL.
Jimerson Burr is a full-service, Florida-based commercial law firm that has experience and capabilities to handle any legal issue a business is confronted with. Learn more about what they can do for you at jimersonfirm.com.
Ever wish a button could undo what you said at the office party?
Ned, my office now.
A button for emptying the dishwasher.
Honey, dishes!
If you have sleep apnea but have trouble using CPAP, now there's a button to replace it. It's called Inspire. Inspire is a sleep apnea treatment that works inside the body with just a click of a remote. That's right, just a button. If you're struggling with CPAP, great sleep awaits at InspireSleep.com. That's InspireSleep.com. Inspire. Sleep apnea innovation. No mask, no hose, just sleep.
Talk to your doctor to see if Inspire is right for you and review important safety information at InspireSleep.com.
Hi, this is Dale Murray, and we're throwing the flag on those big city dealers charging those big city prices. Come see why everybody's driving the distance to Murray Superstores. If we don't have it, the manufacturer doesn't build it. Our starting All-American lineup wins every time. Plus, our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty on all new and qualified used vehicles puts the blitz on the competition. And we'll trade anything from wore-out bed sheets to football cleats. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Dave Benyon here with Zero Res. October is birthday month for Zero Res. I can't believe it's been 15 years since my wife and I started this business. I appreciate so much all the loyal and generous customers. To celebrate our 15th birthday, just call and say, "Happy birthday, Zero Res," and we will give you $15 off any cleaning service that you need. That's $15 off tile, carpet, upholstery, area rugs, and granite countertops. $15 off whatever you need cleaned. It's our birthday gift to you. Zero Res spelled forward or backwards, it's the right way to clean.
Hey, Gates, stop to see us tomorrow. We're going to be at Lifetime Closers there on Phillips Highway, just south of Bay Meadows Road. You have Patio Envy. Lifetime Enclosures could have your cure. Man, the work that Lifetime Enclosures does, from patio extensions to lanai conversions, sunrooms, screen enclosures, make Lifetime Enclosures your outdoor living choice. And visit us tomorrow at Lifetime Enclosures, just south of Bay Meadows on Phillips. Set up your free estimate. Could receive up to 20% off the qualifying purchase. Also, take that short walk after you chatted up with us and visit Lifetime Flooring next door. We'll see you tomorrow at Lifetime Enclosures.
Attention men and women. If you would like to get your hair back, then you need to listen to some of our clients. John in Orange Park.
IHRS showed me what was causing my hair loss and helped stop it.
Call IHRS now at 904-777-IHRS. Find out how to grow your hair back with a free hair and scalp examination. Mike from Bay Meadows.
I finally found the most experienced company who could restore my hair. Now I have hair where I had none before.
Results guaranteed. Diane from Ponte Vedra.
Now I have what lotions couldn't give me. Thick, beautiful hair.
Find out why you're losing your hair and how to grow your hair back. Call 904-777-IHRS for a limited time free hair and scalp examination.
Now my hair will grow for the rest of my life. Thanks, IHRS.
Thank you, IHRS.
Thanks, IHRS, for giving me my hair back.
Hurry, this free examination, normally $199, is yours for free and good only through Sunday. For your free examination, call IHRS at 904-777-IHRS. That's 904-777-4477. Call now.
1010XL shines the spotlight on the High School Scholar Athlete of the Week. Listen for the High School Scholar Athlete Wednesdays on The Frangie Show. Presented by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists and the Plumbers and Pipefitters Local Union 234.
Tired of cleaning your gutters after every big storm? A-Plus Gutters says no more. With their leaf and gutter protection, you'll never have to clean out those gutters again. A-Plus offers a 10-year workmanship warranty for any job, big or small. Call A-Plus Gutters, 924-5650.
Pet Paradise is a comprehensive pet care provider offering boarding, day camp, grooming, and veterinary services. Pet Paradise has state-of-the-art resorts that offer safe, clean, and fun environment for four-legged guests and peace of mind for their owners. Pet Paradise has 5 North Florida locations, including one at the Jacksonville Airport. It's open 24/7. Visit them today, petparadise.com. Pet Paradise is the official pet service provider for the Jacksonville Jaguars.
In life, there are times to count your losses, times to be the better person, times to walk away. But if you've been injured by no fault of your own, it's time to fight. Call me, Eddie Farah, at 396-5555, Jacksonville.
Own a home? Lee & Kate's Glass is Northeast Florida's go-to for residential glass services. From tub and shower enclosures to broken or fogged windows. For more information and to request a quote, visit leeandkatesglass.com.
Mike Dempsey here for Dandy Foods, reminding you that everybody loves a classic. And all month long, you can pick up a fresh, never frozen classic Cuban for just $3.99 from Dandy. That's right, folks. $3.99 gets you a deliciously unique sub that boasts piles of cooked ham, salami, roast pork, and creamy Swiss cheese. Add a little mustard and pickles, authentic Cuban bread, and you have yourself a classic. So why don't you go out and make yours a classic Cuban from Dandy and do it today.
A lot of companies will tell you they're the best. At Custom Tree Surgeons, they show you every time. Custom Tree Surgeons has built an all-pro team. Every tree service professional has years of experience, continually trained and certified. They know what, when, and how to handle any job. It gets done efficiently and quickly by a team of experts. So for tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, and emergency services, forget any name other than Custom Tree Surgeons. There is no job they can't do better. Go to website CustomTreeSurgeons.com. That's CustomTreeSurgeons.com and let them show you how the job is supposed to get done.
2020 is right around the corner, but at Claude Nolan Cadillac, the 2020 models have arrived, and you're invited to our Roaring Into the 20s celebration. Join us Saturday, November 9th from 10 until 3 and see the entire lineup of 2020 models, plus get an exclusive sneak peek at the brand new CT5. Food, raffles, and test drives. We hope you'll join us. Claude Nolan on Southside Boulevard or visit ClaudeNolanCadillac.com for more details. Beginning lasting relationships since 1905.
This 1010XL 92.5 FM hour is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000.
All right, 8:31. A couple things I just want to get off my chest real quick about our Knicks and the stupid train and our victory last night.
Damn it.
I know. And by the way, Golden State got its first win of the year. They hammered New Orleans. A lot of people thought NOLA was going to beat Golden State, right?
NOLA's in trouble, dude. They're over.
Yeah. And they don't have Zion for 6 to 8 weeks. They may be out of it before he gets back. But
they may be winless by the time Zion comes back.
But nonetheless, I mean, if the New York Knicks win a game, and I'm telling you guys, I have zero expectation, but I just wanted to say this. We are the only team in the NBA whose head coach, Fizz, I like Fizz, but he'll be dead man walking soon too because he'll commandeer us to 17 and 20-win seasons.
Oh, that's too bad.
But he's the only coach of the NBA who comes out afterwards. Now, understand that Dennis Smith is the guy they traded for Kristaps. And Dennis Smith scored no points in his first, like nothing, like zero. And then
the Unicorns playing great, by the way.
Right. And then he was out last night because his stepmom passed away tragically, so he left, and that's fine. So Frankie Tilakina got an opportunity. He was
are you sure it's not Nicolino? What's this guy?
Yeah, whatever. He was a lottery pick. You don't have to know his name. He won't be around long.
The Frenchman.
But the Frenchman had 0 points last night.
Not good.
And yet he was praised after going 0 for 6 and committing 3 turnovers with 2 assists. He was praised. His minutes were fantastic. He guarded. He set the tone defensively. He made some nice plays to set some people up. He got us organized. Ladies and gentlemen.
Well, you won the game. Maybe he was the spark plug.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury.
Did you watch any of the game?
No. I was working. I suggest to you, if your point guard goes 0 for 6, turns it over more than he has assists, that is not a good game in any way, shape, or form. I just want to leave it at that. That's all. I just wanted to set that up and get that off my chest. Thank you very much.
Well, do you feel better?
Because the Knicks have like 7 point guards, but they really have none. And it's interesting to me because in the end, R.J. Barrett will be playing point guard for the Knicks because he's
Barrett's a nice player.
He's a good player. Yeah, he had 15 points and 15 rebounds and 5 assists.
The Hunter kid from Virginia, who their star has been great for Atlanta.
How's Cam been?
Cam's okay. He's not really scoring yet, but he's playing a lot and. I like the Hawks. I think the Hawks really are going to be good. They're on an uptick, but it's, I don't know if it'll be this year.
All right, let's see what's trending.
But I think it will. I think I'll win that dime bet.
With our social media expert, Steve Booty.
It's brought to you by Brews with a Z. By the way, Brews 3 in Riverside is now open to cater your events. So if you got any special events, whether it's maybe a holiday Christmas party for your business, or maybe it's a wedding rehearsal or reception or a rehearsal dinner or any of those kinds of things, you just need to check them out at Brews. They got a nice big room there. They work with some caterers. So if you're stuck, that might be a good outlet for you as well. Maybe have a little craft beer, rehearsal dinner.
If I have some nuggets that I'll throw your way that may not necessarily be in the top 5, but you take it away.
This is where Dan hits like 3 of Beef's top 5. Beef gets mad and leaves the studio.
No.
In a fit. Like a
Beef
fit
hasn't
of
raged out of the studio in quite some time.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
He raged this morning. He got ticked. What was it?
We're
Beef?
due for one.
6 o'clock. He got really mad.
I got mad
was
because
it me? I can't remember.
No, it was just the label on the cut.
Oh, that's right.
The cut.
He gets mad at me sometimes.
I do get mad at
I get on him. He gets mad. Boy.
Number
He's
5, guys.
He's afraid.
Number 5.
Not afraid of me.
Yeah, he is for sure.
I take you back to just the glorious, glorious time.
I'm not afraid of you.
When there was.
Be mad at me all you want. Huh?
Take you back to the glorious, glorious times when there was about a minute 34 to go in the first quarter last night, and the Miami Dolphins held on to a 14-0 lead.
Yes.
Over the Steelers on Monday Night Football.
Take a
Finally,
picture for the program.
the dream was going to come true.
Yes.
Win number one was going to come into the win column for the Miami Dolphins. Then, 27 points later, and they still sit on a bagel.
They said during the game it was their first 14-point lead since maybe week 7 last year or something. I mean,
Well, you know they got the Jets on Sunday.
Yeah, they could win that one. The Jets looked horrible here.
Colts, Bills.
Where is the Jets game, though?
At home. Colts, Bills, Browns, Eagles, Jets again, Giants, Bengals, Patriots. They'll win a game.
Yeah, they will. It's hard to lose them all. I'll say this for Miami. And if I were a Miami fan, it stinks to be a fan of an 0-for team, but they're playing hard. They don't look like your typical, lazing along, high-priced veteran, just lazy, bad football. They're playing. There's just not enough talent.
If you've been the Miami Dolphin fan, can you tell me all the playoff wins they've had in the last?
Yes, Lamar Smith ran crazy against Peyton Manning in like 2002.
Right.
And they won a whole
So my
playoff
point
game.
is, if you've been through that.
That's a long time, too. It doesn't seem like it when you get up in age like us, but, the Miami Dolphins have had like one playoff in our older kids' lives.
Miami Dolphins in 2008 lost a wild card, and in 2016 lost a wild card.
Yeah, the 16 team, that's right, with Matt Moore.
Yeah, your guy, the genius, Adam Gase.
See? Had him in the playoffs.
Yes.
Not bad, considering Miami's run there.
24-31 as a coach.
Hadn't really coached anybody worth a flip yet either. And it looks like that has not changed with his new stop.
Number 4.
Number 4, guys. I know I'll be celebrating. Jeff, I know will be celebrating
Thank you.
because it's maybe one of the favorite things in his home.
Oh.
Dan, you won't partake at all because you don't get down this way.
Okay.
But shout out to Jeff. Happy National Cat Day, Jeff.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome.
I love my cat.
My cat.
Jeff loves his cat.
Every day is National Cat Day in my house, so who are we kidding? I've always got a kick out of people that buy things for their pets on National Pet Day, like your
they're
animal
aware.
is intelligent enough to be aware.
They're aware of the holiday.
Kind of silly.
Beef, did you see the picture of the cat on Twitter? The dude walked up to and he was sitting outside and he had
that freaky cat?
Yeah, that freaky looking face cat.
That freaky cat?
Yeah, did you see? You saw
I
it?
saw it. That cat was terrifying.
It was terrifying.
Now, what about Cinderblock? Did you see the video of Cinderblock?
Cinderblock got in some exercise.
He tried.
Cinderblock is a big,
he wasn't really
gigantic,
into it.
fat cat. He was sitting next to the treadmill, and he was doing it with a paw
Very
like
one
this.
paw casual.
One paw just going by.
This is all you're getting out of me.
And dude's like, Cinderblock, are you exercising?
Cinderblock was a fat ass.
It's funny how cats get. We see how the term fat cat came along.
Yeah.
Cats do get fat and lazy, buddy.
boy. Oh, yeah.
Because my cat was like a, Sprite, skinny little outdoor
little sprinter.
And now it's like she's a little fat A is what
Yeah.
she is.
Yeah.
It's funny.
God
My
bless her. I
old
love
cat was fat, and now in her old age, she's gotten skinny, and now she's turned into that cat.
Yeah, that's the cancer.
That just walks very slowly around the house and just like yowls at you everywhere you go.
He just killed your cat, Beef.
Will your cat lay on its back and let you rub its belly? My cat, I've never seen a cat do that. That
One
freaks
will.
me out a little bit.
The other one
So lay
doesn't
there
like
like
it.
a dog.
Yeah, but she just like walks around slowly in your way going, "Meow."
Yeah, that's annoying. You're not going to get rid of that one.
Yeah, we're hoping for death soon.
Number
Well, then
3.
perhaps I was accurate.
Your lips. Number 3, guys.
Yes, sir.
Keeping it rolling.
Not afraid of death here. We don't dodge it.
Just stick to sports, apparently. That's the edict that was passed down from GO Media to the gang at Deadspin. Deadspin known to tip their toes in the political pool, but not anymore. Their higher-ups have said, yeah, stick to sports here, Chief.
This political stuff is just low-hanging fruit right now. I mean, you're not creative or, like, socially advanced if you're taking shots at either side. It's like I said, it's low-hanging fruit. It's the worst common denominator of people that have, I guess, nothing better to do. But, yeah, I mean, venturing into these hot takes on either side of the aisle, we're all just kind of, over it, aren't we?
I did see that one, what's the woman talk show?
The Talk? The View?
Yeah, the one with Whoopi and
I
that lady
think that's The View.
Yeah, okay.
I think Whoopi's on The View.
Well, a couple
Don't
of them.
quote me on that.
A couple of those caddies.
Whoopi is on The View.
A couple of those, I mean, they had a knockdown drag out the other day.
They do it a lot because they've got McCain's daughter is on there.
Yeah, and she wasn't even involved.
Oh,
so
The only
every now and
daytime
then
show-
ladies are
every now and then on the
wackadoodles.
treadmill I might pop that flip over to that one.
I get it.
I got to get off it after about 5-6 minutes.
Well, I get a kick out of like trillionaire, old women sitting around like they're the voice of the way the common person thinks,
well-
and that goes for pretty much anyone.
Yeah.
I mean, you're better off listening to us, just three poor guys making our way through life.
Well, if you don't have
chilling with you, having a beer.
I mean, if you can't even say, hey, well, that's a good point. If you're so
About
set on
anything,
if you have such true hatred for either side, then
I've just
you're
shut
really,
it all.
it's a waste of time.
Shut it all
All right,
out.
continue on, Beef.
I will say this:
2.
it's going to make for one hell of an election season next year, buddy.
Oh,
That's
they
going to be
always
good
do.
TV.
Yeah.
Number 2, guys.
Yes, sir.
It may come to an end tonight. We'll see. Game 6 of the World Series in Houston. We've got Strasburg Verlander.
Yeah.
In Game 6 tonight as the Nats try to stay alive and the Stros try to finish the job after thought long since dead, down 2-0 going back to D.C.
I saw an interesting thing about Houston. They don't win their championships at home very often. So they
better this time. There's no other option.
I know, but there's some numbers. Just any Houston sports team that had made it to an NBA or a finals or seemed to clinch on the road. It was weird. And, of course, obviously Super Bowls don't count. So,
yeah, they haven't been to any of this.
And lastly, guys.
Number 1.
Number 1, we already had some wheeling and dealing yesterday, but we've got just a scant few hours remaining as 4 o'clock this afternoon is the NFL trade deadline. Yesterday,
Where would your shock be if the Jags made a deal? Would you be surprised, mildly surprised?
Not after the last 2 years.
Do you expect them to make a move?
No, but I'd be surprised.
We weren't last year either, or the year before.
No, both times I was like, whoa. And it wasn't even – it was like 2 years ago. I can't remember, but there was a position of need.
Oh, wow.
And they
went somewhere else.
It was offense.
Yeah,
like you got to help the
line,
offense.
yeah.
Do something to the offense. And all of a sudden, they went and got Marcel Darius, and you're like,
well, the trade deadline is coming up, I think, 4 o'clock today?
Yeah.
4 o'clock this
Why do
afternoon.
they always do the trade deadlines at 4 o'clock, by the way? It seems like they're always at 4 o'clock.
All right, a couple things real quick. Ben Affleck had a little sobriety slip up.
Oh, no.
That'll happen.
Get another big back tap.
1 a.m.
That's his words, not mine. That'll happen.
Little 1 a.m. poker game and was like falling off the table, but did win $1,500.
Well,
so
good for him. That's what's important. That's what's important.
Listen, it's a bad look. I'm sorry. I can't accept it. I don't mean to offend anyone. Christy Brinkley's ex-husband, he's 60 years old. He's engaged.
To a 20-year-old?
She's 21.
Dude, did you see our boy Denny? We talked about that, didn't we?
Denny Quaid? Yeah, we did.
He's gross. I questioned a 20-something-year-old marrying a 60-something-year-old even more.
All right, more coming up on the drill.
This is Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday.
Sorry
I got a
if you're
Shazam Spotlight
married to
and
a
more when we
21-year-old.
return.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
It's the Publix Ultimate Tailgate. You could win $250 toward your ultimate tailgate. Cornhole accessories from Mystic Cornhole and sausage from Cagino Sausage Company.
We aim to please.
Enter now at 1010XL.com.
Team, if we strive to make things better like Hyundai, we will have success. If we commit to being the best like Hyundai, we will have...
Are the snacks after the gang couch?
Molly's mom brought snacks. Success! Right now, get a new Hyundai Elantra or Santa Fe with 0% APR financing for 72 months. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today. Offers end 10/31/19. Call 877-616-8513 for complete feature and offer details.
Have you heard the expression, knowledge is power? It's sure true in the criminal justice system. I'm attorney Lee Lockett, and I'm here to remind you of some very important rights. Know that you don't have to answer questions during any investigation. Trying to talk your way out of trouble rarely goes well. In a DUI investigation, you don't have to participate in the roadside gymnastics. Know your rights. Get in the know. Know before you blow. Offices Jacksonville. Call 858-9818 now or go to knowbeforeyouBlow.com.
I'm here with Clayton Bromberg of Underwoods. Clayton, let's talk about diamond cutting. How is a diamond price affected by the way it is cut?
Frank, that's probably the most important question asked about diamonds because the trade-off between a diamond cut for maximum beauty and one that's not is the diamond's carat weight. You see, diamond cutters buy rough diamonds based on quality and weight. So as they cut the rough diamond, everything cut away affects profits. However, there's specific known cutting parameters, and each deviation from these means they have a heavier, less beautiful diamond. Unfortunately, a customer can't detect all those cutting imperfections. They need expert help about a diamond's cut grade. You see, for any round diamond of a particular color, clarity, and carat weight, there are as many as 10 different prices that can vary by as much as 50%. At Underwoods, we look specifically at how a diamond's cut before we look at anything else, because it's the most important factor when it comes to a diamond's beauty, and to us, whether it should carry the Underwood name or not.
Attention, architects, engineers, and property managers, give your concrete structures new life with some CPR. CPR Contracting doesn't patch your concrete problems, it solves them. CPR restores and protects all concrete structures. So if the building is 1 story or 40 high, a bridge 1 mile or 10 miles long, CPR is long on the experience to fix it right. Local, licensed, insured, bonded, and drug-free. CPR is the concrete contractor you need to get to know. Also working with other general contractors. Find them at cprcontracting.com.
This Thursday, come join the XL Primetime crew for the Sonny's Barbecue Pitmaster Tour Live from Sonny's Barbecue on State Road 16 in St. Augustine. Stop by for lunch and come enjoy amazing new menu items and get some tips and recipes from the Pitmasters themselves.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists invites every school and every athlete to the free Bumps and Bruises Clinics Saturday morning. Join Dr. Kevin Murphy, Dr. Aaron Bates, and Dr. Chris Swanson at the Brooks YMCA from 8 to 9. Atlas Physical Therapy on State Road 210 and in Fleming Island at Preferred Physical Therapy from 9:30 to 10:30. It's absolutely free. See you there.
Relieve pain and get back to life. SOS. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Shooters Veterans Day sale is coming. The top names in the industry, Shooters and Smith & Wesson, are teaming up to save you money on the top name brand firearms at Shooters Annual Veterans Day sale Thursday through Monday, November 7th through 11th. Save on the hottest deals of the year on the SD Series 9 or 40 with a free light, a low $289. Carry with confidence the M&P EZ 380, a smoking $319. You get a free shooting kit with purchase. The M&P Sport 2, a low $539. Shooters gives you a free rifle case and vertical foregrip light with purchase. Enjoy shooting with M&P 1522, sale priced a low $329. You get a free scope and bipod with each purchase. Check out the huge savings on Smith & Wesson's hottest firearms at Shooters, 5085 University Boulevard West, Thursday through Sunday, November 7th through 11th. Many more of the top-selling firearms will be on sale. Visit shootersjacks.com for more deals.
Tee it high and let it fly, and come join me, my friends, at the home course, the Jointon Creek Golf Club. Boy, it's in good shape, and this is a great time of year to play golf, isn't it? Weather starts to change a little bit, a little crispness, and I got a beautiful golf course for you. You will love the people at the Jointon Creek Golf Club. I mean, just so down to earth. Big practice facilities, everything you could want out of a pro shop and a snack bar. They got games out there during the week. If you want to play good golf and fun golf, then come on over to the home course. The Jointon Creek Golf Club.
All offers are with approved credit and out of conjunction. See dealer for complete details. Ram Power Days.
Go to the game in style with a brand new Ram truck from Jacksonville Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Arlington. Save up to $11,000 off MSRP on the Ram of your choice.
Drive this year's best pickup.
There's just no competition. See our inventory at #1CJD.com. Everything is on sale for huge fall savings. Jacksonville Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Arlington, 9600 Atlantic Boulevard.
Peace of mind. It's one of the most important things we can have, and sometimes the most elusive. I'm Mark Anajar from the Law Office of Anajar and Levine. Notifying the police is always a good idea. They can assist in documenting the accident and being a good source of information. Always put your health first and get medical attention if necessary. Take pictures if possible. If you've been in an accident, call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000.
Office in Jacksonville. This 1010XL 92.5 FM hour is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000.
All right, welcome back. I think the biggest clue to Brady's future with the Patriots comes from Bill Belichick a little bit when he sits there and he says, look, you know, he ain't leaving anytime soon, right? So if Belly's staying there, then if you're Brady, unless you just have had enough of him, why would you go anywhere else?
I think the only thing that I could think would be a motivation would be to prove that you can do it without him, but now is not the age to be proving that.
No, because you probably can't.
No, you probably can't.
The two of you, and by the way, I'm not sure, at his age, this is where the coach matters maybe even a smidge more than the quarterback.
Well, I think it's always been Belichick. I mean, and I think he's displayed that a little bit in the times that Brady has been hurt or suspended. The Patriots haven't fallen off a bit.
No.
There are a lot of teams. Look what happened to the Colts when they lost Manning, Dan.
Yeah.
They won one game.
Yeah.
The Pats lose Brady. They go 10-6.
Yeah.
The Pats get Brady suspended 4 games. They go 3-1 against a good schedule.
Now, remember, the Pats won the Super Bowl last year. They lost 5 games in the regular season. This year, they're 8-0, and they're rolling. They'll start asking him about going undefeated again, and Belly will get annoyed. Unless he's got that in him. I still want to do the one thing we haven't done is that 19-0 thing.
I think we can.
I think we can, so let's go do that. Let's go.
That's
get 19-0.
one of my favorite games on the schedule. As you talk about that, they host the Baltimore Ravens, or they play the Baltimore Ravens.
They have a lot of tough
weekend.
games coming up, though.
Yeah, it gets harder. They got Kansas City still to come, and some other ones.
The reason why that's a fun game too is because you're anxious to see how Belly tries to defense up Lamar Jackson.
Well, that leads to today's Shazam Spotlight, Dan, brought to you by ShazamAuto.com, the Murray Ford Superstores. Go visit my friend Dale Murray down there in Stark or up in Kingsland. You'll have a tremendous car buying experience, and that's, seems like an oxymoron. These words don't usually go together, but trust me, they will. You'll love your customer experience at the Murray Ford Superstores. Also a Murray Superstore in Stark that gives you other options other than Ford. All right, Lamar Jackson this year is on an historic pace running the football as a quarterback. He's got 576 yards, the most rushing yards by a quarterback through the first 7 games of a season in the history of the National Football League. So, 576 yards in 7 games. The Shazam Spotlight. Tom Brady ran for 577 yards in his first 9 seasons. So, 9 times 16 is going to be about 144 games. To get the same amount of yards that Lamar Jackson has gotten in 7 games. Jackson's 22 years old. When Brady was 22, it was 99, his final season at the University of Michigan. Lamar Jackson then was just 2 years old. Brady and the Patriots, though, have faced 5 quarterbacks this season under the age of 25. In the Super Bowl era, the only quarterbacks who faced more starting passers that young in the first 8 games. In a season where Christian Ponder, 2012, Phillip Rivers last season, each was 6 games. Brady's 5-0 record is tied with Jay Cutler for most victories through 8 games against quarterbacks under 25. So, as always, the deck is stacked against whoever's playing the Patriots. Every time the Patriots play, you find some historical or other stat that indicates that, they're not losing this one. The one that is going to be interesting to see how they hold on is going to be the 49ers, Dan, and here's why. They don't play a first-place schedule.
Right.
So, the Patriots, when they play inside the league, they have to play the Texans. They have to play the Chiefs. They have to play good teams. Whereas, if you look at the 49ers, they're not going to have to be playing last year's division winners. And after shellacking the Panthers, they're at the Cardinals.
Right.
I guess their schedule also, though, toughens up. They play at the Saints outside the division. They play the Packers at home in a couple of weeks. So, and they play at the Ravens. So, yeah. What do you – is San Francisco going to be that team that by schedule or otherwise they end up like the top seed in the NFC?
I think they got a real shot at 13-3, but so do the Packers.
What about the Saints? We forgot about them.
Saints. Yeah, the Saints are – by the way, coming up in the 9 o'clock hour, it is Super Tuesday. So
yes, it is.
Jaguars are hot. Can we get in the top
20?
20?
Yeah, probably.
Top 15?
I don't know if I go that far.
We got the power poll that's coming up. Just a couple other notes about how good this Patriots defense is. They have scored 30 points on their own. We told you about if Tom Brady took a knee, they would have 3 wins. If that's all he did was take a knee because of the defense. They have 31 sacks. Jeff Prosser, who leads the New England Patriots in sacks? 31 sacks.
Got distracted. Who leads it? I don't know. Van Noy.
Van Noy's got 4.5. So does Chase Winovich from Michigan, 4.5 sacks this year.
Are those the leaders? They tied?
No, Jamie Collins has 6.
He
Jamie
had
Collins
one
is
the other
back.
day.
Yeah. So anyway, they've been so good on defense this year, and it'll be fun to see what they're able to do in the second half of the season. All right, so let's do this. Let's recongregate in the 9 o'clock hour.
That sounds official.
Go ahead, stretch a little bit, and we'll come back.
Can
and
I do some sprints, some push-ups?
Yeah, and we'll take a look at that power poll, and it's getting kind of hectic.
Remember, we used to do push-ups in the break. That was a good plan. Never really played out.
Never caught on.
It's Catlin Chuck Accessories Tuesday. This is 92.5 FM.
The Drill on 1010 XL. From the studios of Republic Services, Will